So Oprah has responded to your criticism about the Maui Fund. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Oprah responding to the widespread criticism that she and also Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson got over their Maui Fund. Now, we all know what happened to Maui. There was a disastrous wildfire that claimed the lives of many people, that destroyed many homes, and rest in peace to all those that died, and prayers out to the families. Hopefully everybody's able to find some kind of peace in their life and rebuild and build stronger. Now, Oprah and The Rock put out a video saying, hey, we have a fund and you guys please donate. There was widespread criticism because it's like, hey, you guys got all the money. Oprah, you're worth over $1 billion, if not $2 billion. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is worth $800 million. So why don't you guys pony up the money? Why are you asking people that don't have anything during an inflationary period for their money? It just seemed kind of off-putting. Now, she has responded. And before I get to the response, let's look at the original plea for help. If you want to see anything I'm talking about right now, link will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson revealed this morning they are joining forces. They've created the People's Fund of Maui, and the goal is to give cash directly to the people who need it.
The greatest sense of empowerment is being able to have some control when everything seems so out of control. And we're calling it the People's Fund of Maui because every dollar that you send is going to go into an account that goes directly to the people.
Just knowing everything that took place, knowing the trauma that has taken place, and knowing that it's going to take a long time to rebuild. Probably get a little worse before it gets a little better, but we're here doing what we could do.
And we are happy they are doing it.
So people saw that and were like, hey, man, y'all guys got all the money. Why don't you just pony up your money? Why are you asking us? Now, I see both sides of it. Some say, hey, man, don't attack them. They're just trying to raise money. Some say they have it. Why are they asking us? Now, she's responded. And again, this will be in the box. Shout out to Malachi Maxey on X, formerly known as Twitter, for this video.
Oprah, I want to shift gears a little bit and turn to the Hawaii wildfires and the efforts to help those in need. The People's Fund of Maui was created by you and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in which you both poured time, effort, and millions to kick it off yourselves, yet and still it faced online criticism. I want to give you the opportunity to kind of give your thoughts on that.
Well, this is a really great point about being happier in the midst of an onslaught of being terrorized and vilified online.
Terrorized? I mean, some of these words, like when you hear her speak, and pardon the interruption, but when you hear her speak, you're going to hear a lot of words that might be dramatic, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. I will say this. I came out of this experience, I was just saying this to Arthur this morning, with so much more compassion for young kids, because I was thinking, what if I didn't really know who I am? What if I didn't have the assurance of Invictus, that I am the master of my own fate and the captain of my soul? If
it would have taken you down.
It would have taken, it will take you out. Yeah. So all of the online, being
slander and
attacks, lies, conspiracy theories, really took the focus off of what was the most important thing, and that was the people of Maui. So this idea came about because, as you know, when you were there, Tony, I was on the ground talking to lots of people, trying to figure out how do I best help. And in the beginning, it was just, material things, dropping off generators and towels. And then I started talking to people. People really wanted their own agency. Gail's son, Will, sent me an article about Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton, in 2017, during the wildfires in Gatlinburg, started a People's Fund. She called it My People's Fund. She had a concert. She raised $12.5 million and then directly gave it to the people, $1,000 a month.
Let's pause right there. Now, that's a very good point to make about Dolly. I was here during that particular time in Tennessee during the wildfires up in the mountains. And no, I don't live in the mountains, but I was in Tennessee when that happened. It's probably about an hour and a half from where I live right now. But regardless, that was a really serious time. And what she did was have a concert, which she would normally do. As an artist, you're able to create art. People can come watch it. They can consume it. They can purchase it, whatever it is. Now, normally, Dolly would just do a concert and put that money into her own pocket, put it into her businesses, or whatever she wants to do with it. Normally, she wouldn't just give all the money away. Normally, she would not just put the money into a fund, but that's what she did here. See, that, in my opinion, was not criticized as heavily because she didn't just ask people, hey, can you give me $1, $10? She did something that generates revenue and then gave all the money away. That's not what you guys did. So I understand the attempt at a correlation, but I don't think it's the same thing. And I also understand that you want to do something to help. Okay, we have a fund. We put our own money into it, and we're going to ask people to put their own money into it as well. I understand that point, but you got to understand how it looks. You got to understand the optics, because what it looks like is you're just asking me for money. You're not doing anything necessarily to get my money, the same way Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton did something to get money from people. She put on the concert. She put on the show. A thing that everybody always pays for, a thing that everybody always does. She did that. Here's an example, Oprah. I'm not sure if she has any stake in movies. No, she has a TV show or whatever. But, and The Rock the same way. Okay, The Rock, if you're going to do a new movie, you get paid X amount of money, and you take the money you would get from the movie and then give it to Maui. That's the equivalent of what Dolly Parton did. But I digress.
I thought, whoa, that's the idea.
Yeah.
So
getting the money into the hands of the people.
Directly into the hands of the people.
Right
so
now.
to set up the infrastructure for that, The Rock and his team and my team, we were literally on I don't know how many Zooms to set up the infrastructure for the verification process to be able to drop money into people's accounts. And we thought, because both of us have given to charities our whole life. I've been giving to charity since my first paycheck, a tither.
And still do that.
And
yes,
still
yes,
do that.
yes.
Okay. So we thought starting the fund with $10 million would be a great idea, because any of us who've ever been to any benefit, you know, you go to a benefit and somebody gives $10 million, that's called a good night.
Yes.
Right.
So we thought $10 million would start off the fund. We'll do what Dolly did, get other people to give money, and then we'll put it directly into the people's bank accounts. I was so excited. I was so excited about it.
It's still a good idea.
And then I got up the next morning.
You still should be.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
I mean, the hosts here are just unabashedly biased toward Oprah. Just not even really trying to hide it.
I got up the next morning and I saw all of this vitriol and I was like, whoa, what happened here? So this is what I want to say. I want to say that, you know, I think in the beginning, so many people were calling, asking, where do we give our money to? So I thought, I'm going to give people a place to
create
give. We're going to create something. And I still think it's a really strong idea.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton was right. Putting money directly into the hands of the people is a significant thing. And the model that's been created, I will say that as of today, 2,200 people have been cleared and verified. And those people are going to get a notice from the People's Fund of Maui and going to have the money.
And it's
put
working.
into their
It made
bank
me
account.
deeply mad. It made you deeply sad.
Made me sad that
and I'm
we're at
wondering
this
how you're
state in
coping
our
with that.
country,
Yes.
you know?
Right.
See, okay, now there's a lot I want to say. Like I said, I understand both sides. I think it's good that people of Maui are going to be helped directly, better than what your president's talking about, $700. We could send billions upon billions to Ukraine, but then if you are in Maui, you lost your home, maybe your family lost their lives, you're going to get $700 per household, not even per individual person. So it's better than what the government does. And this is another example of why the federal government sucks, and charity among people is oftentimes better than what the government can do for you. But different story, I digress. My point is that it's good that you're going to help all these families in a way that's better than what the federal government can do. However, I don't think you guys, meaning Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Oprah, were the best people to put it out there. Although you're able to get money this way, people are not going to necessarily appreciate the messaging. See, they're just upset. Let me just close with this. They're upset because there was kickback. What they're not trying to do is understand why there was kickback. Don't just get upset and leave it right there. Now, let's get down to the bottom of it. Why was anyone upset at this? Nobody should be, right? You're doing a good thing. You got to zoom out and understand people's point of view. I understand both sides. Oprah's like, yo, we're trying to raise money. We put our own money into it, and we're asking people to give money to a real thing that'll go directly into the houses of these people who've been affected by the fires. On the other side, people see you guys as uber rich and asking the American people who are very much suffering right now. We're getting robbed at gunpoint with the taxes, with the inflation, cost of living going through the roof. We can't even afford a place to live. We can't find homes. So we're looking at it like people that are uber rich above us asking us for what we don't have. So I see both sides of it. And I think that we'd be a lot better in this country if we were able to put ourselves in the shoes of somebody else and understand their point of view rather than just casting them away and refusing to acknowledge how they think and feel. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the whole Oprah situation, Oprah and The Rock? Is it kind of tone deaf? You know, hey, we're uber rich. We're worth billions of dollars, but hey, can you give us $5? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. Do you think that the people should not be upset about this? Just give your money and don't have any personal feelings. You guys should know where I'm at. I see both sides of it. I understand the need to help people, the want to help people, but I also understand a certain thing called optics and messaging. And you got to be able to understand where people are coming from. If you're trying to appeal to people and they may get offended, you got to just think about, well, why is this happening? Understand that. And hey, if you want to keep on going, you want to press through it, then so be it. Take the good with the bad. You're going to get people that don't like what you're doing. Okay. So what? As long as you're able to get good goals accomplished, then press forward. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.